So what's going on, guys? This is Mark Heiser with the Mobile Home Dealer, coming to you with another educational video. Hope everybody is doing well and you're hanging in there. Hurricane Ian is now a thing of the past, thank goodness. And if you're not from Florida, then we're definitely we're pulling for everybody to get through everything okay and get back to normal as quickly as we can. So thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day to watch this video. We're going to go over one important thing that we get asked on the channel all the time. Figured it's about time to go over it. And that's going to be what you need to know if you're looking to finance a mobile home. Okay, there's a lot of questions out there, a lot of misinformation, and I think we just need to go over that real fast because we're getting a lot of questions recently about folks looking to relocate to Florida or folks looking to upgrade or downsize in mobile homes, and they just need to know kind of how do they get funding for this thing. Okay, so we'll go over that here today, answer a couple of other questions that have been going on the channel, and have fun with this like we always do. So if you haven't been a part of this channel before, please do us a huge favor and smash that like button so that you're up to speed with everything that we here at the Mobile Home Dealer are doing, whether it's our videos that we have coming out here or how-to videos, informational ones, or videos on properties that are coming up. So we have a handful on the horizon that are going to be winners for sure. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and let's go ahead and just jump right into it, shall we? So when you're looking to finance a mobile home, okay, so a couple of things here we've discussed in previous videos that there are going to be 3 different ways that you can buy a mobile home here in Florida. So let's do a quick review on that. The first one is you can buy a mobile home out in the country where you buy the house and then you buy the land attached to it, just like any other real estate transaction. Not really so common, but definitely something out there as an option if you want to buy one of those. Second option is going to be where you buy the mobile home in a mobile home park, and you buy the house and then you buy the land attached to it. Okay, that's going to be known as a co-op or a resident-owned park. You know, they call them a couple of different things. That's also going to be a real estate transaction. The other thing is that you're going to be able to buy a mobile home where you buy the mobile home and then you pay lot rent each month. Okay, so that's what we at the Mobile Home Dealer specialize in, on the lot rent based mobile homes. So when we're talking about financing on the first two, if you buy a mobile home out in the country, on some land, or mobile home where you actually buy the house and you buy the land in a park or buy a share, that's going to be viewed as and taxed as a real estate transaction. Okay, so there's going to be mortgages that are available, some different lending opportunities available. So it's going to be kind of just the same process in a way as buying just a stick and brick home. So it's really no big difference. Where the difference is going to come into play is on that third option, where you're buying the home and then you're paying the lot rent. Okay, and the reason why is because when you do that in the state of Florida, and actually everywhere in the country that we work in, it's going to be viewed as and taxed as personal property. Okay, not real property. Okay, so what's that mean? Well, that means that the mobile home then has or the manufactured home has a title with it, not a deed. So essentially what we're doing is we're buying and selling cars. I mean, to be totally honest with you, that's essentially what we're doing here. So when we're looking at financing a mobile home on leased land, we're financing personal property, not real property. All right, so the lending side of things is totally different. Okay, it's completely different, and that's what we're going to be covering here today in the next probably 5 to 7 minutes, going through this in detail to make sure you're up to speed on exactly what the difference is and what you need to know. Okay, so if you're interested in buying a mobile home on leased land and you're looking for financing and you're not wanting to pay cash, then please stay tuned and we'll go through everything in detail. Okay, so starting out, when you're buying the mobile home on leased land, okay, the first thing you're going to need to know, the numero uno, you have got to know what year the mobile home is. Okay, you can find that information on a couple of different documents. The first one you can find it on is the title. It's going to have a 4-digit number on the top of the title, and it's going to tell you the age of the home. Other place you can find it is it's going to be on what's called a data plate, and then it's going to be an informational sheet, usually next to the electrical box in the house. So usually around the back bedroom or one of those areas or in the hallway. And that data plate is going to have the information as far as the age of the home. You have got to find that out, okay? And here's why. You kind of have 2 big numbers in the mobile home space. You have 1976 and everything after, okay? So the reason why the year 1976 matters is because 1976, the governmental agency HUD came into play, which the reason why that's important is because after 1976, the mobile home and the manufactured home industry had a requirement of these homes that were needing to be built to a certain standard. Well, why does that matter with financing? Well, it does, because the vast majority of lending agencies are only going to want to lend on a home that's a 1976 or newer. Okay, so if you have a mobile home and it's a 1966, then you're going to be bringing down the amount of lending agencies that are going to be willing and ready to finance on that property. Okay, so you first got to know what is the age of the property. Okay, the second item that you're going to need to know is what about the title? Okay, who has the title? Whose name is on the title? Is it missing? Did it poof into smoke? Where is the title? And the reason why you need to know that is because every lending agency is going to need to have the information from the title. So in the title, you're going to have a couple of different very important numbers. The main thing you're going to have is you're going to have a VIN number, okay? And then after the VIN number, you're going to have the product identification number, okay? Or the title number is what it's often called to. The reason why that's important is those numbers are going to identify the property. Okay, so the lending agency are going to need those numbers, and they're also going to need to know the age of the home to see if they are willing and ready to lend on the property. Okay, so if you don't know what the age is and the person that you're buying the home from doesn't have the title, and you can't find a data plate, okay, then you're going to have to really do your due diligence on this and research records at the DMV and a few different other things, things that we handle on a daily basis actually as licensed brokers. But you're really going to need to know that information, because without that information, it's not really going to give the lending agency any ammo, so to speak, in order to try to go to bat for you to be able to get the home lent on. Okay, so those are the two things you're going to need to know. Now, let's say you go ahead and you understand that your home, just for this example, let's say it's a 1980 mobile home. And let's say that you do have the title from the seller. Okay, great, fantastic. And then let's say you and the seller go and decide on a price for the property. And you say, okay, seller, we need to get a mortgage set up and stuff like that. So now where do you go? Well, I will tell you that the vast majority of traditional lending agencies, like your Chase Bank, your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo, those main, your big players in the mortgage space, unfortunately, they're not going to lend on mobile homes. The only time they're going to lend on mobile homes or manufactured homes, generally speaking, is going to be when the mobile home or the manufactured home comes with the land itself. Okay, so as we discussed earlier in the video, almost like a real estate transaction. Then at that point in time, sure, you can definitely give those folks a call and start working through the process for that. The problem with a lot of folks and the jam that they get into is they find the age of the home, they find the title, and they go to Chase, Bank of America, one of those guys, and they say, okay, we're ready to go and do this. And then they get very upset, very frustrated, because they simply don't realize until that exact moment that those lending institutions will not lend on a mobile home if the land doesn't come with it. Okay, so there are some other lending agencies out there that you definitely want to take a look at. There are no referrals here. Okay, I'm just giving you a couple of names of companies. 21st Mortgage is one. They're out of Tennessee. Triad Financial is another one. They're in Florida. Triad is a very good company here in Florida, like I just mentioned. Coventry is a good one. So 21st, Coventry, and Triad would be the three that I would Google, or I would call and start asking questions on. Those folks will lend on mobile homes on leased land. What their requirements are as far as down payments or credit scores, anything like that, I got to pull my oars out of the water. I'm not sure. I'm not qualified to make a comment on that, simply because we don't work in the lending agency. We simply just sell the homes and bring this lovely content to you folks. So those are companies that you can definitely take a look at, excuse me, and see if you can find some information on the lending situation for that mobile home. Some of those lending agencies will lend on older homes pre-76, but the vast majority of them are going to be pretty much a hard stop at that 76. So if you're looking to buy a mobile home or manufactured property, and you're looking for financing, Okay, always make sure that you understand what the age of the home is, make sure you understand where that darn title is, and have that information. You can just take a picture with your phone, or you get a copy of the title from the seller, and have that information when you go to fill out your loan information to try to get financing for the property. If you don't have that, you're really going to be up a creek. Okay, so I really hope that has been able to help you guys understand what you need and have readily available for any type of lending on a mobile home or a manufactured home. Again, this is only for folks who are looking to buy a property where they own the home, and they're paying lot rent. All the other stuff, buying it out in the country, buying it with a share with the land, all that stuff, that's all well and good. That's going to be a whole nother bag of tricks. Okay, that's going to be a whole nother video series, and that's Pandora's box herself. Okay, so this information is going to be only for mobile homes and leased land. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Let us know what other information that you'd like for us to share with you on these informational videos, because again, searching around through YouTube, going online, hearing stuff in these parks that we're in and out of all the time, we just feel like there's no one out there really bringing the real information to you folks, and we hope to be those that information and that kind of ear, if you will, on the street for you. So this is Mark Heiser with the Mobile Home Dealer. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope that you found benefit for this. Become a part of the community and make sure that you subscribe to the channel below. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.